From the Detroit Free Press, it's Friday, October 18th. Here's what's happening today.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Eric D. Lawrence. Striking UAW members will get to vote on a tentative agreement with General Motors, but those workers will also remain on strike until the deal is ratified. The news follows a marathon meeting Thursday with union officials at the Renaissance Center in downtown Detroit. Details of the proposed agreement have also been made public. Some provisions should help the effort to pass the deal. Those include ratification bonuses of $11,000 for permanent GM workers and $4,500 for temporary workers, no changes to worker health care, a path for temporary workers to become permanent, and $7.7 billion in investments. Detroit Hamtramck will also remain open and produce an electric pickup. But other issues will prove challenging for members to swallow. The Lordstown, Ohio assembly plant and transmission plants in Warren and the Baltimore area are to remain closed. Lordstown in particular has been a point of contention, and plant supporters came to Detroit Thursday to push for its future. The ratification vote is expected to wrap up by the end of next week.
This is David Jesse, the Detroit Free Press's higher education reporter. Thousands of Michigan residents live in areas of the state that have no easy access to higher education. Those areas are called education deserts.
So it's a very small and tight-knit community. Everybody basically knows each other. I think, the class sizes are really small. My graduating class was only like 15 or 20 people.
The deserts are home to Michigan's poorest counties, the kind that need a boost for more jobs. But there's a vicious circle at work. No easy access to education past high school, which means no highly trained workforce, which means no reason for a small company to come to town, which means not many jobs that pay well, which means more poverty, which means it's harder for people to have money for college, which means, well, the circle just continues. Nicole Mooney is on the verge of making it out. She's on pace to graduate from the University of Michigan. She knows there's not a lot of good jobs in her hometown of Baldwin.
I know a lot of people went and started working in like a factory in Reed City because that was like one of the better paying jobs. Within Baldwin itself, there aren't a lot of like really well-paying jobs. A lot of the jobs are just in grocery stores where you make minimum wage, or else at like little ice cream shops where you make tips or whatever. There are like random miscellaneous jobs, but like not a lot for kids. I don't know what I would have done. I guess just like search around until I found something decent.
The stakes are huge for these rural areas. Without new jobs and skilled workers, they are in danger of dying.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm restaurant critic Mark Kurlianchik. Things aren't going well financially for Otis Supply, the 3-year-old restaurant and music venue in Ferndale, known best for its extravagant, Hobbit-like interior. What's most troubling, though, is that Otis Supply's money problems are hurting employees and vendors. I spoke with 10 current and former Otis Supply staffers who all say the owners have been writing them bad checks for months. They say they get paid eventually, but days late and some claim dollars short. Experts say that could be in violation of state and federal labor laws. In response, owners Tom Bloom and Scott Myrick blame this summer's nearby construction, which they say hurt the business and led to cash flow issues. But public records show their financial woes go back further. In 2017, an equipment supplier sued the restaurant for failure to pay them more than $160,000. The parties settled and agreed to a payment plan, but court records show that Otis Supply stopped paying on that plan last year. And just last month, a produce supplier filed suit against the restaurant for unpaid invoices tallying nearly $40,000. Furthermore, employees say the owners have failed to address their concerns and have brushed off attempts at dialogue. To hear their accounts and get the full story, head to freep.com.
This is Detroit Free Press auto critic Mark Phelan reporting. Ford Motor Company has a secret, a feature it's offered for 40 years that no other automaker matches. It's a keypad that lets the driver lock and unlock the vehicle without their key. If you're a runner, bicyclist, or swimmer, that means your vehicle is locked up tight and you'll never have to worry about a key falling out of your pocket or your iPhone getting soaked in the water. It's called Securicode, and it's available on just about every Ford and Lincoln model. Other companies' vehicles have had exterior keypads, but none of them stuck to the feature and refined it like Ford has, adding more function like memory for the driver's settings. The keypad is here to stay, at least until Ford comes up with something even better, like facial recognition. The whole idea is making it easy for people to get in and out of their vehicle and keep their stuff safe.
I'm Detroit Free Press writer Bill Leitner with an event that has 21,000 human interest stories. Yes, that's how many men and women are signed up for Sunday's Detroit Free Press TCF Bank Marathon. Every one has a tale to tell. That includes 48 special athletes set to race the full 26-mile marathon, but not on foot. They're in our disabilities division. They'll cover the course on 47 hand cycles and 1 racing wheelchair. A star to look for? 23-year-old Salah Muhammad. After a motorcycle crash 2 years ago, Salah lost all use of his legs. But what a comeback he's made, training his upper body. He was so inspiring to folks at Planet Fitness in Woodhaven, the fitness chain raised $6,000 to buy him a racing hand cycle for this, his first marathon. He'll inspire you too in our story at www.freep.com.
Do you like what you're hearing in our news briefing? Let us know, whether it's a question, comment, or something you just want to hear. You can share your opinion by emailing us at voice@freep.com. That's voice@freep.com. See you on Monday.